Okay, let's look at our second example here. We have x squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 0. All right, so in this example, I'm not going to be quite as obvious as I was in the last one with the colors. I'm going to go to the more traditional route. So I'm going to say let's just figure out what A, B, and C are. First things first, we got to make sure we're in ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And if you look at the form that we have here, it looks like we're good, right? Equals 0, that's in shape and it's in order. So my A is going to be 1, that's the number here. My B is going to be 8, and my C is 16. All right, so quadratic formula looks like this, right? So we have B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2 times A. Okay, so we go minus, and now we put in our B, which is 8, plus and minus square root of, well, B squared is going to be 8 raised to the second power, minus 4 times 1, because A is 1, and then 16, all right, which is my C. Okay, let's extend this a little more so it covers everything. Run this fraction line all over everything, and then it's all over 2 times 1, all right, because A is 1, so 2 times 1. All right, now let's drop some parentheses and solve as much of this as we can. We have negative 8 plus and minus these square roots of, this is all going to be over 2 because 2 times 1 is 2. Well, this gives me 64, right? That gives me 64. And then this is 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 times 64 is also 64. So this is what you get under your radical, right? You get 64 minus 64, which is square root of 0, right? So do that. Well, the square root of 0 is 0. And once you see that you're going to basically have negative 8 is plus and minus 0, well, that's kind of the same thing as negative 8, right? Because adding or subtracting 0 does absolutely nothing to anything. So what this winds up giving you is just negative 8 over 2, which is negative 4. So you get 1 root for this one. And so this is a case where you have one real solution, and it is negative 4. So this is one of those double root ones. If I factored this out, I would call it this. I would say x minus 4 times x minus 4, right? And if you multiply that together, or sorry, x plus 4. What did I do that for? So it's negative 4, but when you write it, it's x plus 4, right? Because x plus 4 equals 0. Subtract 4, and that's how you get your x minus 4, right? So this is a much more direct route to getting there, right? And so that's how these work. Okay, and so let's. I'm gonna pause the video here and leave this just kind of as a short example, and then the next one we'll be looking at one with a complex solution.